Are you struggling to get your long irons to stop on the greens? Well, this everyday golfer might have just the answer for you, and that's what we're going to talk about today here at Waterfront. Let's get into it. We've got the man with about 45 golf clubs in his bag. So Dave is with us today. Dave switched over. He's got 121 yards in here, but we're going to be talking about his longer iron. So we've had a change at 6 iron. So we've gone to some 11 hybrids, Dave. You spent some money.
I did.
Unheard of. Mrs. Harrison still doesn't know.
I haven't told her yet.
No.
However, she watches the videos avidly, so she'll know now.
There they are. That's where he spent his money. So, Dave, you've gone for a 6, 5, 4 and 3 hybrid.
Yep.
So adding them into your bag. So again, more for your home club, trying to get it land softer.
I am, yeah. Obviously, you know that I don't exactly create the most amount of backspin in the world, so I need something that goes into greens high, because the only chance I've got of getting anything to stop is by landing at a bit of a high angle.
Yeah, so Dave bought the Takomo 101Ts, as you'll see on screen now, but again, when he's playing away, he has been playing at links golf courses and he's got the irons in, so obviously the irons there are great. He gets them running up there, they're perfect for links golf, but when he's playing his home club in the Meadows at the weekend, he wanted something landing a little bit softer. So let's
is that something you'd recommend, Chris, that you sort of have, I don't know, 4 iron in one set and maybe some hybrids and things like that for when you play in different courses, different conditions?
Yeah, so you might have better options or different options at the top end of the bag, just to obviously so you've got those options depending where you are playing. We know obviously a lot of people do go on golfing trips now where you might obviously want to get it launching a little bit higher and landing softer onto the greens abroad, but again, even at home, your home golf club might be different to when you go and play some links golf.
Not the best, but I tell you what, it's only just short.
A little bit snaggy in the rough,
yeah,
just on the front fringe. So not the shot that Dave bought these clubs for, but a good option to have. This is a 6 hybrid Dave's got from 11, again on screen, I'll show you that now. And there'll be a link in the description to the website if you are interested in those. So obviously Dave's tested them, liked them, bought some to help him, but this is a shot where he can use it just to get it running.
What's the technique here, Chris? Do we just sort of drop it somewhere around here and it's going to roll up?
Yeah, so it's like a putting motion, but it's just going to launch over this little bit here, and then it's going to obviously get into a roll.
Fairly flat here, isn't it? So
yeah, nice and flat here. So landing it as soon as we can on the green with that putting motion, and just let it run out. So it's the second shot that's cost Dave, although you could say it's the drive that went into the thicker rough. Let's see. A long way back here on this hole. So, distance-wise, absolutely perfect.
I had it coming from right to left more than that, Chris.
We're not sure on Dave's direction.
Couldn't read a book.
His direction's a bit like Leeds United Football Club. Not a clue. Not a bad pull. A little bit slower than the greens that Dave's been playing on this morning. Let's move on to the second. Let's test them out. So guys, that is Dave's 4 iron with his Takomo 101T. So a club you've been using off some tees on short par 4s, Dave.
Yeah.
We're going to show you here, obviously Dave's going to hit this shot, and then we're going to hit the 4 hybrid, and we're going to show obviously the differences in trajectory, which is, again, the main thing. Dave's not always going to use them off the tee, but it might be for longer par 3s. There's quite a few long par 3s at Garforth. Dave might hit a good shot and run through. So think about your golf club. Is that exactly the same? You know, here at Waterfront, the 4th hole is over 200 yards. That's the low ball flight we expect for those. Going out nice and low.
Yep.
So perfect for links golf. If Dave was playing links golf all the time, it's a nice chaser, but Dave needs to carry over a ditch. If he needs to make sure that he's getting his carry numbers, then this hybrid, you'll see shortly, will give him a total different trajectory, and that is why he's changed. So straight away, he's played Selby this morning in the Yorkshire
Golf Union, pairs.
And these clubs came in handy, Dave.
Certainly did.
So put them straight in the bag, straight into play. He has been up here at Waterfront earlier today before filming, which is unheard of, not for a Mars bar and
No.
a coffee, but to get his numbers with these, Dave.
Yeah. For once in my life, Chris, I'm doing as I'm told.
Practicing. There's a first for everything. Probably the last of time as well. So, not as high as normal there, Dave.
No,
Not your
because I
best
hit the
strike.
ground beforehand, Chris.
But even with that kind of strike, that's still launch tyre, Dave, yeah?
But they're very forgiving. You know,
Yeah.
that wasn't the best shot in the world. I hit it about an inch behind the tee, and it's still gone.
Watch out, guys, we are going to be doing an iron and hybrid lesson later on this week, but let's get up there and see how far they've gone. So let's see how forgiving the hybrids are and show why Dave spent a few pounds. So guys, obviously it's not just Dave being a Yorkshireman for the reason why he's gone for these 11 clubs. Again, the Tacomos we know are around about £500. Import tax in the UK makes them around about £600. But these 11 hybrids are coming in around about £85 a club. So Dave's bought those. He's not gone straight to obviously a Callaway because, or well, whatever brand you go for, because they're looking at around about, how much, Dave? Was it around about £260, £270?
Yeah.
Or, you know, you could get them probably at $230, but obviously straight away here we can get 3 or 4 hybrids for a similar price, which
Well,
is
they're
a bit of you, Dave.
retailing at £85, £90 the 11 hybrids. So,
Okay.
you know, you can get probably 3 hybrids for what you get for one at top at range. You know, be it Paradigms, be it TaylorMades, whatever.
Yeah, and that's interesting that why Dave's got another new pair of shoes on, maybe.
No, they're not. They're a year old, Chris. I've told you.
They're a
You
year
just
old.
don't listen.
He'll tell us anything.
Mrs. Harrison thinks they're a year old, and that's just fine.
Is that what we're going with? Right. So up here, interesting, obviously, straight away the iron was a little bit straighter there. It's in the middle of the fairway, but the hybrid, even with a missed strike, has probably gone around about 10, 15 yards further. So that's where we need to talk about what kind of lofts are on these clubs, and that's what we're going to do now. So interestingly enough there, with the 4 irons, as you can see on screen, we've got 1 degree difference. So with the hybrid it's 21 degrees, which would have been the old traditional 3 iron, and the Tacomo is 22 degrees. So we know we get the forgiveness obviously from the head design with a hybrid, so we know obviously with off-centered hits we do get more forgiveness, we'll get more distance in a general shot and a general miss strike. But obviously the Tacomos have been great, not lost much distance when they have been misstruck.
No, they're decent. You can't go wrong with them if I'm honest.
That's why Dave is loving those. Let's see, another low one, Dave.
Yeah,
Exactly
nearly.
what we're supposed to see. Again, miss strike. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, we now know that Dave doesn't need a practice. He should have had a Mars bar. and
I
a
should have had a
coffee.
Mars bar and a coffee, shouldn't I?
But we're going to get the hybrid out now, show you the flight there, and again it'll be interesting to see if Dave hits this one well, how far is it actually going. And we're
I
going
have
to
to
jump.
say I'm not impressed with the head covers, Chris.
He's not impressed with head
No.
covers. Dave's going to find, he's going to spend the next week or two looking for head
Yeah.
covers.
It's got to be something decent on eBay, aren't there?
And that is a
See what I mean
towering
by
shot.
being more forgiving? You get more height.
Exactly what Dave has been seeing at Selby this morning. So 155 yards here. So this is like a perfect 6 iron for Dave with his Tacomos. So need a good strike here. Dave's decided to aim straight at the bunkers here. So he's going to shuffle
Oh, really?
around. Yeah. There's some people over there on that tee. We're actually looking with concern. Dave's having a reset. And we're back in the game. So,
This could be what's been going wrong with my game over the last few weeks, you know.
well, lesson video coming soon. So, a much better launch, face slightly open, and that is probably just short, Dave.
You think?
I think that could be just short or nearly pin high. So let's go to your 6 hybrid, which again, degrees wise, Dave, is
20 something, I don't know.
his cover's still in there.
Yep, still 27.
We'll give that another season. 27. So this should just be a nice, easy one for Dave. And for you, Dave, obviously, is it giving you confidence with this kind of shot that you know it should launch higher?
Yeah, as we discussed before, Chris, I don't get a lot of spin. I need something that will launch higher. My swing doesn't make it launch higher, so I just need something that will pop it up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, so we need something that's doing that, and obviously over this, Dave feels a little bit more confident. He doesn't try and maybe get the ball airborne, and that's what we're going to go through in his lesson. Obviously compare obviously swings with this and his iron. What do we need to do differently?
Just like that, Chris, really.
It's effortless, started straight to the flag, and that should be about pin high, guys. Let's have a quick look up there before we talk about a couple more 11 clubs that Dave is testing this week. So 6 iron here just short, which again pitched in there, we can see that, so it would have ran up if it was on the right line, but again Dave feels like he has to maybe go at it a little bit more.
Does anybody rate bunkers here, Chris?
Nobody rates the bunkers here now. They forget to do that. But here, a perfect 6 iron, well inside tour average. Tour average from there would probably, again for Dave, would be probably 40 feet, but we've got that inside 20 feet there. Dave would have a chance at a birdie. It's a par 5, and all we've done off the tee is start with hybrids, hit another hybrid down there, and we've still got a chance. So guys, we are going to be testing some more clubs from 11 this week. They are actually wedges. They are a very interesting concept. You will have seen them on my channel last week. Dave actually hasn't tested them yet, so he's been chipping well, but we're going to see what he would think. Would he go to them? Would it make it easier? Or should he stick with what he's got?